Hi, this is Rick Crossan with A Player Advantage. One of the questions that I'm asked frequently is how to become an A player. Well, to really get a good grip on this, you really need to ask others where you stand. So often we have executives say, well, I'm an A player, of course. So they make an assumption they're an A player without ever asking or getting feedback from others, how your coworkers, how your manager, how your employees feel about you. So the first step is to get real with yourself and just ask folks, where do I stand? Am I an A, B, or C? And again, ask that as an open-ended question as opposed to loading it or a loaded question where you're saying, I'm an A player, right? And usually those people, by the way, if you have to ask, I'm an A player, right, and get that confirmation, they're usually lacking that self-awareness or self-confidence. So that's why they're asking it that way. So ask people where you stand. Get a good bead. And some of the best feedback, if you are in fact a B, is you're a B. Then the next question to ask is, what do you need to see from me to make me an A player in your eyes? So with that background, really there's two components to being an A player fundamentally. The first one is results, and the second one are your core values. So let's break those down quickly. So in terms of results, back to the question that you should ask your manager, you should ask your coworkers, you should ask your peers and your direct reports is, how am I doing? How are my results? What do you need to see from me? And they'll give you excellent feedback on that. The more specific, the better. And then work on those. Check in 30 days later or 2 weeks later even and ask how you're doing on improving their situation. If you are getting better, they'll give you that feedback and you may be on your way to becoming an A. So that's the first part, our results. The second part is really, do you align with the core values of your organization? And an organization knowing their core values is absolutely critical. You should know those as an employee on their team. And different organizations have vastly different core values. For instance, the core values of the Green Bay Packers are quite possibly very different than those of the Cleveland Cavaliers and very different than, say, IBM or Oracle or Ford Motor Company. So as you look at those core values, what makes those organizations great, there are different rules of engagement in terms of what the organization values. Be sure you know that. And core values are things like, ethics, your honesty, telling the whole truth. Are you kind to people? Are people accountable in those organizations? So really getting better at that and understanding. So again, an A player is somebody who gets results first and foremost, and equally as important, the second point is lives the core values of the organization. Rick Crossan with A Player Advantage. Look forward to continuing the dialogue on A Players.